And we're back. Hello. It's time for Terraria Skyblock. I haven't really made any progress since the last episode, so today's going to be a progress episode. What does that mean? What is a progress episode? Well, it can mean any number of things. It can mean I should have Googled jungle biome requirements ahead of time. I'm going to do that now. Let's do that together. Terraria. Not really what I'm looking for. Throwing stuff, I know. How are you all doing today? I'm doing alright. A delicious bagel for breakfast. I kind of only, if I ever have breakfast, it's a bagel. What can I say? What can I say? I'm a big bagel head, I guess. Jungle. Jungle is a difficult surface. 140 jungle foliage. Oh, okay, I remember. So, I think you have to use the jungle wall to make seeds. I think you can do that in a graveyard, maybe? Jungle wall. Background wall. Well, isn't this a bagel? Jungle vine wall. Oops. That is material. Jungle grass seeds. Okay, I was right. I was right. I know what I'm talking about. So, that's one thing. Another thing is getting started with making dirt bombs. I think I'll do that because I need over 100 dirt to make a jungle. Or 100, I need 140. I need 140 dirt. Or alternatively, mud, because you plant jungle seeds in mud. Alright. From what I remember, this is worth doing, just to make sure you don't waste your time. So I think last time, if I'm remembering correctly, I say this as though it wasn't last night, I talked about some anime. So I think today I'll talk about the manga that I'm reading. Manga plural, of course. Who doesn't like a good manga? Who doesn't like a good manga? Okay, so I know there's a more efficient way of doing this. So currently, I'm reading 3 manga, I guess. 4. I'm actively reading 4. As in, I'm actively looking for updates and will read new ones when they come out. Well, okay, that's so true of 3 of them. One of the ones I'm reading is on hiatus. It has been for over a year. I'm reading Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is good. Pretty hype right now, right? Chainsaw Man. Who doesn't like Chainsaw Man? I'm reading Didark. Didark is low-key goated. If you haven't read Didark or Dorohedoro, I'd say that a strong recommend from me. reliable source. And then I mean, I say I'm actively looking for updates, but like, you don't really need to be actively looking for updates for Yotsuba. Kind of just exists. I'm not gonna need to do very many of these, I don't think. Probably just 3. And I'm reading School Zone. School Zone. I've read it before. I think when I was reading it previously it wasn't on hiatus, and it is now, which is unfortunate. Because why would you want something to be on hiatus? I mean, my understanding is that it's on hiatus because the author like got bored, which is kind of funny. I don't have any mistake. That's fine. I can just wing it. We'll do it live. I really have. I'm kind of actively thinking about this. I don't really have a whole lot to say about the manga, especially because they're ongoing. So I don't have like an overarching theory to them. Yeah, I don't have a like conclusion. Like, I can't be like, this is how I feel about Chainsaw Man, because for all I know, in the next 3 chapters, all of the work, everything I like about it is just completely tossed out the window, right? It's kind of interesting that that can happen. Like, you can have works of art, especially ongoing art like that, like ruined in a way by various circumstances. I made the exact same mistake. I won't die. Only 28 that time. Like, all it takes is one misguided chapter. Of course, I'm not an author. I know it's much more complicated than that. Most authors will have kind of an idea of what they want to do before they set out to do it. But it's like, look at, like, I don't know. Attack on Titan, I guess. Kind of a famous example of people really, really not liking the ending. Kind of a waste of everyone's time. I don't know. I like the anime for the first 3 seasons because it's really well animated and had really good music. Good music. I'm a sucker for good music. I think I've never watched Sword Art Online, but I think if I'd watched Sword Art Online without like, oh shit, I'm dead. Actually, I could have saved it. I think if I had watched Sword Art Online with like no preconception, like I just went in, I'd probably be like, this is really cool. Just because it's like, the music is really good, because it's like Hiroyuki Sawano, I think. And that guy's insane. That guy's crazy. He does it like nobody else. That's not true. I should sell some of these that aren't like optimal. There's a raven making noise outside. You probably can't hear it, but I'll point it out anyway. I don't know. I mean, I have a sense for what is bad plot, so I probably wouldn't be like, it's so good, just because. But you know, what am I doing? Where am I going? I'll do 2 more. And I'll just do 3 more. think at the time, say at the time, Attack on Titan, no. I mean, yes, but Sword Art Online was a bit before my time in terms of like what's in vogue. Of course, you still see people talking about it. Kind of. I hate to say it's seminal, but it's pretty seminal, right? Like, it's a fairly like important work. Like, you could say it's the precursor in some ways to all of those, like, I forget the term, but the, like, all of the shitty isekai that are coming off that one website. Maybe it is it. No. I know for a fact it isn't one, because it was published in Dengeki Bunko, as mentioned previously, last episode. None of us played. I think it was Kirito and Asuna were in that game. None of us played either of them. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh. Save me some time. That's tactical right there. Played either of them beyond the, like, we all probably tried every character in the game. Weird about that game. I don't know how big Railgun is in Japan. I guess it's Index. Index is the first one, and then it's Railgun. There were like multiple characters from that like series as like playable characters, and multiple as assists as well. Is it like that big? Like, I was under the impression it was kind of like just whatever, maybe. Like, I have literally no idea. Okay. Huh. Kind of an interesting thing. The gulf between like what's popular in the West. I think using that phrase like that. What was that saying? Cool reference in the death thing there. But yeah, like, I don't know. I've never known anyone to be like a huge Railgun head. I'm just gonna refer to it as Railgun, even though Railgun is one of the properties. Should I do another view? I'll do another view, so I have extra. Then insurance. I don't know. I've never known anyone to be like a big Railgun head. And I've met people who are out here fighting for like random things too. Like, when I first started university, uni, you're like looking for things to do, right? Because you're in a new place, you need friends and whatnot. So I went to the anime club a couple times at my university, and you meet people who are like shouting out everything, basically. One dude stands out to me. I talked to the guy like one time. Brother is really into Claymore. Like, was shouting out Claymore because we were just talking about things we'd read or watched in recommendations. He was like, "You guys should read Claymore. It's really good." And it's like I'd heard of Claymore, right? Because I've done my cursory, just go through tens of pages on Mal just to look at things, right? lot of free time over COVID, I'll tell you what. But yeah, I'm willing to play more. I still haven't read it. Maybe I will eventually. It's kind of like been on the list ever since, just like really low priority. It was lower than Dead Mount Death Play. For what that's worth. But yeah. But it's like, I guess the point of that aside was, I've met a lot of people who are into a lot of different animanga. Not one is like, yeah, I really like Railgun. Or it wasn't like their thing to like Railgun anyway. I'm sure people like it. But I guess the point of that was to say, it was kind of weird that there were multiple playable characters just from Railgun. And I apologize for any Railgun fans that will never end up watching this, that I keep referring to it as Railgun when that's not what it's called. There's a like helicopter. I wonder if you can hear it. Yeah, I did that thing. And then I botched it anyway. Oh dear. Sorry, I keep referring to it as Railgun. That is not what it's called. I know that's not what it's called. But it's one word. And it's easier to say than index, because I like the word Railgun. And the word index is just kind of neutral. At any rate, I got some dirt. And that was kind of a natural end to that point, so I think I'm going to end this one here. As night falls over the lands. I'll catch y'all later. Bye!